Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and the significance of this day I don't think can easily be overstated. We've seen Bitcoin now break above $20,000 for the first time, and it didn't stop there. It is, as I'm recording this, I'll show you the price action in just a moment, but it is knocking on 22,000's door. What a big frickin' jump up here. And so I have been following, to date, a ton of different chart analysts. I've really been looking forward to getting to the point where I had time to actually finally record today. It's later than I wanted to be able to do it, but other stuff going on. That's neither here nor there. Finally here, and so one of the coolest things I saw today is there's an analyst that says in the next few months, and this is a wild departure from what this individual is stating, but he thinks that we're going to be seeing XRP busting through probably $7 in the coming months. And this is an individual who's certainly well respected in the XRP community as a chart analyst, and it was previously saying maybe more like $2 within the next few months anyway. And now he's saying, nope, based on what the charts are showing him, the fact that we have broken through 20,000 freaking dollars, it's rewriting everything right now. And XRP, indeed, along with every other altcoin on the planet, has been moving very positively as a result of all this, which should not be surprising anybody that's at least been following this channel, because it's very clear, and I'm adamant on this concept, that XRP and every other altcoin does follow Bitcoin. The market does move together. Yeah, certainly you get these instances from time to time where money flows out of altcoins and into Bitcoin, and then versa versa, if you will. Fine, but it still does move together. There's lots to talk about here. Before we go any further, though, if you would please delicately tap the like button, I'd appreciate the support, and consider subscribing to the Moon Lambo channel if you've not done so, because it is an XRP-centric channel, so if you do, you can join the echo chamber. That's a good echo, right? That you're like, I know what you were thinking. You heard that, like, that's a sweet echo, Moon Lambo. I know, thank you. I've been working on it. I also want to be clear, I don't have a financial background, so you shouldn't buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm definitely not offering financial advice. I just think it's fun to talk about this stuff as an enthusiast, as a hobby. That is it. You want to know the real way to tell whether or not we're in a bull market? I ain't even kidding. Look at this. Look at this headline from You Today. Coinbase having connectivity issues as Bitcoin surges to $20,800. That was just a little bit earlier today. See, if you ever want to know if we're in a bull market, Coinbase will be down. That's exactly how you tell, because they just can't handle the trading volume. As I record this, XRP is at 56.5 cents. You got Bitcoin at 20. Oh my God, it just tipped over 22,000. Damn. Tell you what, I know what I hate, and I don't hate that. I'm most excited about XRP, but I am not a maximalist of any coin. I want Bitcoin to do well. I believe that it will continue to do well for the foreseeable future, really indefinitely. I don't know what it'll take for me to change that particular outlook of mine. You got the market cap up to $637 billion, and Bitcoin dominance has been climbing as a result. Not surprising, 64.11%. But here, I'll put the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap on your screen, and you can see quite clearly that when Bitcoin started climbing, every cryptocurrency, including XRP, just shot up. Throw out Tether's, market cap number 4 there, because it's a stable coin, it's going to behave differently. But all the other charts in the top 10 look almost exactly the same. The only reason XRP's market cap, weekly chart looks a little bit different to the right of your screen there. It's because there was a buy the rumor, sell the news type of situation where people did move money out of XRP, which was predictable. They did move, their investments out of XRP after the snapshot for the Spark token took place there. But still, XRP, along with the rest of the market, following the incredible price action of Bitcoin. And so you can see, here's the headline from the Daily Huddle. Bitcoin blasts through $20,000 to new record high, soaring 180% year to date. Bitcoin has set a new all-time high after smashing through $20,000. Currently trading at $20,763, up over 7% in the past 24 hours. The world's leading cryptocurrency opened at $19,246 on Tuesday, climbed to $19,442 on Wednesday, and broke its previous intraday record of $19,783 set on December 18th, 2017. And isn't that kind of cool to think? Like, we're almost right at 3 years to the day later, and now you've got this. Not quite to the day, but damn near it, right? And so here you can see Bitcoin is now up 185% year to date after kicking off 2020 at $7,234, according to data from CoinMarketCap. And so, mind you, that means that even if you were the unluckiest person on the planet and you purchased Bitcoin at its all-time high 3 years ago, if you just held it, you're in profit. There's nobody on the planet that should not be in profit unless you're an idiot stick emotionally buying and selling along the way, and that's not ever a good idea. Leave the emotion out of your buying and selling decisions, right? That's what I firmly believe makes sense anyway. And so take a look at this tweet from Blockchain Backer, my fellow XRP YouTuber, and he's a chart analyst here. And he wrote the following: with our recent price action on the XRP chart and the macro view of crypto, including Bitcoin's breakout into all-time high, I don't believe $2 is XRP's next resistance level. I think we're going to go much higher. So here's what's fascinating. And he is one of the analysts that I follow pretty regularly, and I follow a ton of different analysts. But he's been talking about this really for weeks. That just this idea of the idea that you're going to see XRP in the coming months at $2, and he thinks, of course, there's always retracement, so you'd see it drop down to, who knows, $1 and something, $1.10, $1.20, maybe 70 cents, who knows how far back it goes, because nothing goes up forever in a straight line. But after what's happened and how quickly Bitcoin broke out above $20,000, which certainly wasn't a guarantee, but since that happened, he's analyzing the chart and saying, no, no longer $2 within the next major point of resistance. In his video, he was like, no, more like $7, and then maybe it retraces and goes back to $5. I can't remember exactly what number he said, but he did say over $7, and he's like, yeah, maybe it retraces back down to like, whether it was $5 or $4, whatever it was. But we're going to be smashing through XRP's all-time high, if he is correct, much sooner than later. And he's not the only analyst that is incredibly bullish. Take a look at this tweet from Credible Crypto, who now has 85,500 followers. Man, he's blowing up like crazy. And here's what he tweeted out. Bitcoin has broken the old all-time high of $20,000. If you're reading this right now, you made it through 1,000 plus days of bear market for this. Now sit back, strap in, and get ready for the wildest ride of your life. And that resonated with me, and I have to tell you, I feel a little bit proud, a little baby boo bit proud, that over the last 3 years that I've been in the world of crypto, first of all, vast majority of it obviously was during a bear market, and I am proud of myself that I stuck to what I believed, which was that the market would rebound. We'd ultimately, however long it took, and I didn't know how long, but I firmly believed we'd enter bull territory again, even if it took years, because I was aware of market cycles. And so I'm proud of myself because I just continued to purchase XRP, didn't worry about what the critics, in particular the Bitcoin maxi trolls, had to say about the downward price action of XRP. I just continued to dollar cost average in, and I firmly believe that as Bitcoin continues to rocket, XRP is going to make some big moves. And if like the likes of Credible Crypto and some of the others that I follow are correct, I mean, holy hell. This is why I keep saying, 2021 in particular, the year 2021, it is going to melt so many faces. There's going to be disgusting face goo all over the pavement outside, and you're going to have street sweepers clean it up, and it's going to be totally gross. Too many melted faces because XRP is just going to be flying like crazy. And apparently sooner and to a greater degree than what even some of the most accurate analysts I've been following previously thought, because Bitcoin's really been taken off. Here's another tweet from Credible Crypto. This is from December 13th, and he wrote, for those wondering why their favorite alt isn't pumping with Bitcoin, that's not where your focus should be right now. If Bitcoin breaks all-time high with conviction, your alts will follow. Right now, all you should be concerned about is Bitcoin breaking $20,000. Alts will come next. And so he retweeted that today and wrote, Bitcoin has broken $20,000. With conviction, you know what comes next. And indeed, XRP, along with every other cryptocurrency just about on the planet, has been moving up. I mean, talk about a day of green. He was not incorrect. Here is a tweet from another chart analyst, very pro Ripple, very pro XRP, and he wrote the following. This is DIY investing. We finally survived over 1,000 days worth of consolidation for this moment. New all-time highs for Bitcoin. Now comes the part of the cycle where altcoins make us filthy rich. And so to everybody that's been paying attention, well, first of all, kudos to you because the vast majority of humans have never even touched a cryptocurrency. And here you are in the know following this stuff. And so I'd say that you're on the cutting edge of this stuff. It's amazing. It's a brand new asset class. And you look, fine, 12 years old. It's a brand new freaking asset class. There hasn't been a new asset class in like hundreds of years. And there's so little money in it, which is what results in this opportunity for asymmetrical gains. And while many people maybe now will start paying attention to it, because I have a feeling mainstream media is going to be going nuts with this story. But I understand some more money is going to be coming in. But you know, really what drove this, and I'm not going to read more of this article, but it was this first one from Daily Hodl. They do cite something that to me definitely rings true. Whereas with the market cycle from a few years ago, it was really driven by the retail investors, which is the coolest thing on the planet. I think Bitcoin getting up to almost $20,000. In its first roughly 7 years of existence because of just organic real world adoption, just retailers. But now what you're seeing is, and I think there's a case to be made for this, this is institutionally driven. And so obviously with these huge purchases that companies like the likes of MicroStrategy that they're making, I understand that they're not purchasing on spot exchanges, so you don't immediately see the price impact. You don't see it directly. But it impacts the supply and demand dynamics. And so indirectly, there's less, it's a major result because there's less Bitcoin for others to buy. And so to me, this is not surprising at all. And you are seeing these people, like a lot of these entities and institutions, they waited very strategically. And as Bitcoin hit its bottom, they started thinking, okay, maybe it's time to start jumping in. And that's why I've had the pleasure of reporting on this and sharing with you, hey, guys, I know where this is going. And then there was another tweet. This is one from 360 Trader who wrote, by the way, this exact same line puts Bitcoin in the $30,000 range in April. He had this chart associated with it here. So, I don't know how long it's going to take for Bitcoin to get up to that level. To me, it just seems inevitable it'll get there. But even if it takes till April to get there, because nothing does go up in a straight line, that's going to be something. And just, again, think what that would mean for XRP, which absolutely, undeniably does follow Bitcoin. If you have eyeballs, you can look at charts and overlap them over the last 8 years that XRP has existed and verify this, that it just follows the rest of the market, Bitcoin leading it. And then there is this from the Daily Hodl. Analyst who accurately predicted brutal Bitcoin crash updates crypto outlook. Here's how high Peter Brandt thinks Bitcoin can go. Rather high. A widely followed trader who became renowned in the crypto trading space for accurately predicting Bitcoin's collapse in January of 2018 is updating his forecast on the leading cryptocurrency. In a new episode of The Wolf of All Streets with Scott Milker, veteran trader Peter Brandt says that although Bitcoin has skyrocketed from $4,000 in March to above $19,000 in just 9 months, he believes Bitcoin's ascent is not yet over. And here's a quote. You're going to like this. I'm fully long. In 2018, I set aside a sum of money that I said, this is Bitcoin money. That's fully employed. It hasn't been fully employed since then. I scale in and out, but I'm fully committed. There's no sign for me that Bitcoin won't keep going up. And so the analyst says he thinks Bitcoin has the potential to surge to $100,000 this cycle. But there's also a 50% chance that it can go to zero in the long run. And so I'll say this. I feel 99.99999 repeating percent sure that the crypto asset class is here to stay. It's much more likely that if I'm getting something wrong, I'm betting on the wrong horse. And I don't know what that could be because the one that I'm really very bullish on, the most bullish on, is XRP because it's functionally being used today. And so even if Bitcoin ever went to zero, the crypto asset class is here to stay. And I'm not predicting that. I mean, frankly, to say that it's got a 50% chance of that, I'm rather skeptical because the market seems to have decided. And I have all sorts of genuine critiques about Bitcoin, and there are ways in which it hasn't really been tested. But I don't know. The more time passes, I've said this too, like for the naysayers about crypto in general, at some point you got to start asking, what do you think, what do you believe that is wrong, if you're going to be intellectually honest? And so the more time passes and Bitcoin continues to get tested and exist, the more I'm like, well, even if it doesn't make logical sense because Bitcoin isn't doing anything, it's just a store of value in and of itself, if this is what the market says, then it's best to just acknowledge it at some point. And so it's not like there's a 100% guarantee this will persist, but I don't know. Maybe it really is more likely than not, and maybe it simply is the case that just because Bitcoin was the first, it's become the standard, and it's got the brand cachet, if you will. And so maybe it's true that in perpetuity it will always just be a store of value, even though it doesn't actually do anything else. We'll have to see. I've been skeptical about that the last few years, but if people are going to behave like this and there's no sign it's going to change, maybe that really will be the case. And there's always the option, perhaps, that Bitcoin gets adopted for other use cases, but at this point it's so technologically insufficient for anything else. I don't even know what that would look like, because Lightning Network, maybe if they work that out, okay. But to this point, as my understanding is, it's not doing so hot here. But I'm having a blast with this. I bet everybody's just had, in the world of crypto, just nothing but an outrageously ridiculous smile on their face all day, and deservedly so, because we've been through hell and back. The market's now in bull mode here, but we've been through it, and this is where it's going to get really, really, really fun, because I do believe the analysts are right when they say, so Bitcoin, think about it, Bitcoin over $22,000 as I record this, the alts will follow. They're all saying it, and makes sense to me. I already know the market moves in tandem. So I'm going to sit back. I'm going to continue to enjoy reporting all of this, uploading YouTube videos, which is my most favoriteest hobby ever. And thank you for just hanging out with me on this ride, because I'm telling you, like, as we approach the XRP all-time high, it is going to be a blasty blast on the Moon Lambo channel. I'm going to do my happy dance. I'll be encouraging you to do your happy dance, and we're all just going to be friends. It's going to be super duper. But I will go ahead and wrap up there. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.